Alright everybody, so this is my next top 10 video. This will be the top 10 TV shows of 2022, which doesn't mean a whole show, it just means like the season that came out this year. And I did the math here, and I watched 33 new seasons this year, so that's quite a lot. 2022 had some good stuff this year, it really did. And we're about to dive into what I thought were the 10 best. So, number 10 would be Miss Marvel. It was really fun. It was different. It gives you more like the teen vibe. I can definitely see the complaints, I guess. A lot of stuff I hear, that the stuff in the middle, like when they go to India and all that, should have been like held off probably for season 2. Like the first season probably should have been her like in New Jersey, figuring out her powers. So they tried to like add too much to the first season, like just to make it more complicated. And like that part I kind of get, but it's also like you got to go and like see the culture of India and everything, which I thought was really cool, and learn the past, which might have been something they could have just done in season 2. Because like I kind of get what they were saying. It's like maybe they were trying to do a little too much in the first season, but I still really enjoyed it. Is that the one that was coming out when Obi-Wan was coming out as well? I think it was. I think it definitely suffered from that too. Obi-Wan did not make my list though, just saying. Number 9 would be, this kind of counts for me, it's just shorts, but Cars on the Road was so fun. I did reactions up here on the channel, you can check out all of them now. Cars just always been dear to my heart because I love that first movie so much. So just to see it expanded on was good in a different way. It's like you get these little shorts where it's Mater and Lightning on a road trip. So the different stuff they come across, they have to deal with, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Number 8 would be Bel-Air on Peacock. This show was funny, it was dramatic, it was good, and there's actually a second season coming out pretty dang soon. And it's a dramatic spin on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So like they get to really like stay pretty true to the new show. They do change some things. I enjoyed it a lot when I was watching it, and I was making reviews for it. But it was a really hard show to make reviews for, so I don't think I'm gonna review it on season 2. Unless you follow me on Serialized over there, you probably will catch my reviews, because I review everything on there that I don't review on YouTube. I don't want it to be a big thing where everyone tries to do it. I think it really works with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where you take a sitcom and make it a drama show. They're like, oh dude, let's take Full House and make it a soap opera. No, let's take Gilligan's Island and make it like this reality TV show where they're really struggling to get off this island. No. Number 7 would be Only Murders in the Building season 2, and I did not like this season as much as I liked the first one, but it was still really good, really fun. I didn't put together who the murder person was until just about the very, very, very end. It was a pretty good reveal. It just seems like the second season kind of drugged. There was a couple, like multiple episodes that were just filler episodes, and just because the first season did well with that many episodes, maybe you should have condensed the second season a little bit. Because in Circle, I watched that one with a group of friends, and that was a complaint towards the middle of it. Every week we got together, we're like, man, that just felt like we're going nowhere. I feel like we have not moved in this story at all. Season 3 looks pretty promising, just because there's a little tease. I'm not gonna say nothing on here. Number 6 would be Moon Knight, and this should probably be higher on the list, and it really would have been if the show just didn't get too weird to me. The first like 3 episodes of Midnight, 4 maybe, was so good. So you got this guy who's like, he has the personality things where he's switching back and forth, you know, and one of them he's this vigilante, and the other one he's just like this guy that works in a museum. And then there's a woman involved that knows him because she used to be married to one of his personalities. It's like, there's some good stuff here. All the archaeological stuff, however you say that word, was really good. Ethan Hawke was a great, mysterious villain. And then the afterlife stuff started happening, and it just lost me there. It's like, you're telling me that anyone, this is spoilers for Midnight, anyone who's in the afterlife, in the sand place, wherever he was at, can just find a door and return to life? Like, what the heck? And not to mention, Steven, or was it Mark? I think it was Steven, got stoned, like, frozen as stone, and Mark is still alive. And it's like, you're one person, bro. You might like have this personality switch thing, but like your soul is one person. So the fact that Steven can be stoned and then Mark not be, and not to mention there's another one in a freaking casket thing, it just doesn't make sense to me. Something that was really cool was, I can't remember the girl's name, but she became a superhero at the end, and she was really cool. Now we're in the top 5, so prepare yourself. Number 5 is iCarly season 2, and this kind of is with like cars on the road. I just grew up watching iCarly, loved iCarly, and I got reviews for all those up here too as well. And I'm really enjoying the new reboot adult version of iCarly. It's really fun, and there's a lot of callbacks and they're bringing back guests. And now Josh Peck from Drake and Josh is even, he's not a main character, but he's a reoccurring character, which is really cool. This is also something that probably shouldn't happen to every show. It works with iCarly, but don't take every single kid's show from early 2000s and turn it into an adult show, please. Number 4, and I never thought I would say this. There's no way I would have told you that She-Hulk was going to be the best MCU show that year, but it really was, in my opinion. It was really fun. It was different also. Like, you don't go into it thinking you're watching a superhero show. You're watching a sitcom about a lawyer who happens to be a superhero, who happens to have superpowers, I guess. Tons of cameos, a lot of world MCU tie-ins, like you get some questions answered about some certain things. There's just a really interesting way to do all of that, and I think Tatiana killed it, She-Hulk. And I mean, you even get the return of Daredevil in there, and then the meta-ness of the finale. It's just great, and that's all I'll say. Number 3, yeah, dude, we're in the top 3. I knew this was gonna be up top because I binged the heck out of this show, and it's pretty recent, and you probably know what I'm talking about. But Wednesday on Netflix, dang, this show was good, bro. I did not know, like, I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It's like, oh, dude, you got an Addams Family spinoff, which I like the Addams Family, they're fine. Directed by Tim Burton, which makes sense, on Netflix. Starring Jenna Ortega, which makes a lot of sense. And I was like, this could be good. But it was great, you know? It felt like Harry Potter mixed with like Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated mixed with the Addams Family. Like, all wrapped into one. Still got the same directors and writers and actors. It's gonna be great. Can't wait for season 2. Number 2. This is another one that I probably wouldn't have told you would have been the best superhero show of 2022, but it definitely was. And that would be Peacemaker, because the show was great. And if you watch my reviews, you would know, I think it was the first 3 episodes. I didn't even like it that much. I thought it was, and it still is, in my opinion. This man, James Gunn, that boy knows how to make the action crazy, the comedy funny most of the time, and the emotions, man. Before the show, I would have told you I don't really like John Cena that much. I don't even think he's like that good of an actor. But man, you watch John Cena become an actor in this show for sure. It was great. And the effects were great for a TV series. The soundtrack was out of this world. And it was very, very fun. Number 1 on my list. It's like it's like a random show. I would not have watched it if it was not for the actor, probably, because I probably wouldn't have known about it. The show is called Under the Banner of Heaven, and it's starring Andrew Garfield, so that's what I'm saying. If I didn't keep up with Andrew Garfield and he wasn't cast in this, I don't know if it would have ever come across my my stream, you know? But I'm so glad I did. I mean, you have Andrew Garfield, who's already just like a great actor, but the story is apparently based on a book, which I think is based on real life events. It was mesmerizing. Like, you start it and you can't stop. And it has your full attention the whole time. It's about a group of, it's like, or not a group, it's a Mormon family. And one of them gets killed, and they have to bring in Andrew Garfield as a detective to figure out who did it. And he himself is a Mormon, and then he uncovers stuff about the family, and he uncovers some stuff about the church they go to, and then his faith gets rocked a little, and it is a wild ride. So you have all of this stuff where you're like digging into like the backstory of Mormonism, which I've never really done. So it's like, it's very educational. Then you got this murder mystery on the side that you're trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And then top tier acting also. And it's great. Absolutely recommend that show. So those are my top 10 TV shows of 2022. You can drop yours in the comment section below, because I like to read those. And yeah, thank you for checking this video out. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.